Here we are on round 85. This is the max health cap for zombies. So however these perform on round 85 is how they're going to perform on round 100 and all the way up to round 1000. If you can hit headshots while using akimbo pistols, there's really no weapon in the game that really competes with these. Alright, and welcome back to another episode of Weapon Testing. If you're new to my channel or this series, what we do is take new or kind of potentially good weapons in zombies. We kind of test them out on lower rounds, medium rounds, take them all the way to round 85, which is the current health cap. And how it performs around 85 is the same it's going to perform around 100, 500, and 1000 because every single round after 85 is the exact same. In this episode, we're going to be testing out the Akimbo Diamattis pistols. I kind of want to go through and test out every Akimbo pistol because all of them are really good. We know the Akimbo AMP63 is probably the single best weapon in the entire game right now. People are telling me the Akimbo Magnums and Diamattis are also both extremely good. So in this video, we're going to go all about the Diamattis, test it out. As always, my class setup and all that good stuff will be at the very end of the video. Alright, and just like that, we're now loaded into D Machina. We're using the new Regal variant on the Diamattis with DM Ultra, and I have to say, this is probably the single best blueprint for the Diamattis in the entire game, and I think this is just gotten from the Battle Pass. I don't know how late in the Battle Pass you get it, but yeah, definitely an amazing looking blueprint. Now for the base damage of this weapon, and if you have the pistol skill upgraded, you're actually going to be doing more damage at close range. So red tier unpacked, we're doing 239 damage per headshot and 42 per body shot. And as you can see, if we go farther away, we're going to be doing less per headshot. We're now doing 191 instead of, the 239. So close range with these weapons is definitely the way you want to go. All right, please work, please work, please work. I think this has been fixed. I'm not quite sure. Please work, please work. Come on, custom mods. Oh, wait, one more time. There we go. Blue tier Akimbo Diamattis right off the bat. So yeah, you now can apply blueprints to a single weapon, turn it akimbo, and we just went from red tier to blue tier right off the bat by buying off the wall. And now we have a total of 4 Diamattis, which, we needed that. We needed 4 of them for some reason. And now that we have a blue tier, we're doing a total of 490 damage per headshot. That is not bad at all. Obviously, to be able to upgrade this weapon anymore and to progress through the rounds, gotta go ahead, open the map, turn on Pack-a-Punch. While I'm doing that, if you're new here and want to sub, I would greatly appreciate it. We're currently at 102,000 subscribers. I'm not even sure what our goal is. I guess let's, shoot for 115 subs. That seems amazing. And on top of that, I gotta give a massive thanks to everyone who's given a like, comment, and watch this video in its entirety. Those 3 things helped me out massively and is one of the reasons we were able to hit 102K subs so quickly. All right, now it's round 11. Go ahead, Pack-a-Punch it, turn it into the Diamattis and the Diamore. I actually didn't know the Akimbo. I knew the Akimbo was Diamattis. I didn't know the Akimbo one was Diamattis and Diamore. That's kind of cool. Now doing over 1,000 damage per headshot at close range, and we got a Megaton. Let's see just how quickly we can annihilate him, preferably without going down, but we kind of went a little too aggressive there. It's all right. We'll just, lost quick revive. We'll buy it back. All right, now we can go ahead, double pack the Diamattis and the Diamore, and let's test the headshot damage now. At close range, we're doing 2,500 damage, which it's rapidly getting pretty high at this point. This is a lot of damage, especially because you have 2 of them, and with how quickly these shoot, I have a feeling this is going to hold up really well in the higher rounds. We still got to Pack-a-Punch it one more time and get it all the way up to the orange rarity. All right, ray gun first try. Watch this. Works every freaking time. And then you turn around and look. Or every other time is what I should have said. And while we're here, let's go ahead, put Cryo Freeze on it as well. Cryo Freeze is kind of my go-to ammo mod, especially for fast shooting weapons like this. This is going to get a ton of benefit from Cryo Freeze. And I've just been coasting through these rounds, forgetting to buy perks, but you definitely want to get Deadshot. With any Akimbo pistols, Deadshot's one of the most important perks you can have because it makes your hip fire better, and you can only hip fire once you have Akimbo pistols. And on top of that, obviously, the double damage on a full health zombie, but I can already tell right now, the hip fire on these weapons is 1,000% better. So if you are using Akimbo pistols, make sure one of the first perks you buy is Deadshot because it just makes the weapon so much stronger, more accurate, and just overall better. And now we can finally go ahead, get it purple tier, and on top of being purple tier, let's get it the final tier of Pack-a-Punch and see how much we're doing. Keep in mind, we have Deadshot now, so that first shot is going to be double damage at close range. And was that 9,000? Oh no, that was 14,000. Holy crap. 14,000 damage is definitely nothing to scoff at, and I really do think this is going to be a super viable weapon on the higher rounds. Just one more thing to do. Got to go ahead and upgrade it to the orange tier now. All right, here we go. Round 45. Let's go ahead and go down because I misclicked a bunch there. Yep, that's an easy way to go down. Cool. Nice. Yep, wasn't able to exit the menu. Went down. Let me go buy perks again. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Now we have all of our perks, and on top of that, orange weapons. Little adventure there. Let's see what kind of damage we're doing now that we're doing the max damage. Was that... Oh, crap, I couldn't tell. I want to see how much damage we're doing to a full health zombie. So 9,000 non-full health. Dang it. Dang it. All right, here we go. This is the one. No, it's not. I missed. All right, this is the one. All right, that was 19,000 damage. So that is quite a bit more than the Akimbo Amp Stuper Shot. However, you got to keep in mind, the Akimbo Amp shoot quicker, so they shouldn't be doing quite as much damage as what this is. And this is round 45. So this is what the Diamattis would be doing with the old health cap. This is right around the old health cap before it got buffed. And this is what the Diamattis would be doing right around at that point. And you can see this is making easy work of this entire horde. Kind of backed myself into a corner, but if we can use our Ring of Fire, and we still went down. Cool. What am I looking at? Is that salvage? What the f... But yeah, definitely very usable, especially if you're playing normally and not backing yourselves into corners trying to test things. But just running around normally with these, very, very strong. And let's see what they do on 55. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. Oh, okay, yep, nope, 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 nope. All right, round 55. This right now would be more health than zombies had with the previous health cap. And let's see exactly how the Diamattis hold up on this round. And yeah, still actually doing extremely well. I feel like I have a harder time training backwards while shooting these than I do with the amps, just because it's burst. And the fact that I have to continuously tap kind of throws me off a little bit, where with the amps, you can just continuously full auto and it allows you to, you know, walk back a little bit easier. I don't know, something about continuously pulling both the left and right trigger, you know, throws me off just a tad bit, but I'm sure we'll get used to it here. Absolutely frying around 55, no complaints yet. All right, here we are, round 66, still no crashes, no blue screens, and let's check out the Diamattis on this round. And from what it looks like, it's still kind of slaying through some zombies. Like, this is definitely doing really well. A lot of SMGs and a lot of weapons drop off at this point. A lot of the ARs still work well, but the pistols are still doing really well too. The Diamattis are absolutely frying. We've got 2 more tests to do, around 75 and 85. But yeah, going all the way to round 65, these weapons are going to absolutely just dominate going there, because round 65, we're chewing through them. All right, shh, I know I've been saying round 65 and it's round 66. Usually I test this on round 65, but yeah, there was a dog round on 65, so we had to, you know, hold it off to round 66, and I just forgot to say 66 instead of 65. You know what? Never mind, let's continue on. Pog. You know what I love about Akimbo pistols, especially during insta-kill? You can just shoot the left one, and as soon as you go to reload, just start shooting the right one. And you never have to worry about reloading, which is perfect for insta-kill, because as soon as we start reloading this one, you just swap over to the left one, and back. All right, second to last stop till we reach our destination. Here are the Diamattis on round 75. Let's see how well they do, and, okay, well, that doesn't count. We activated an element mod that knocked them all on the ground. Shatter Blast will do that. Let's try again into the horde, and it's definitely noticeably slower, but it's still killing zombies on round 75. Very few SMGs would be able to do this right here, but you're having to weaken them before you're actually doing much damage. And we are kind of relying on the element mods. And I do have to say, this is falling off quicker than what I expected it to. I mean, now that we've weakened the horde a little bit, we are managing to do some damage. It's just, I was kind of expecting this to perform more like the AMPs. This is noticeably not as quick as killing as the AMPs. The AMPs on round 85 would be killing quicker than what the Diamattis are killing on round 75. And the zombies jump up an additional like 40,000 health between now and 85. So I can tell you right now, this is no competitor to the AMPs. The AMPs are a lot better than the Diamattis, but these are still one of the better weapons in the game. It's really unfair to compare these to the amps, because the amps are leagues above pretty much every weapon in the game right now. So trying to compare these to the amps, not a fair comparison. Compared to weapons in whole, these are pretty good, but you know what? Let's not make our final judgments till we get all the way to round 85. Here we are on round 85. This is the final destination for our testing train. Let's see how these Diamattis hold up. And looking at close range, honestly, these are doing just as well as what they were on 75. They really didn't seem to drop off at all. I'm not sure what I was doing on round 75 to test it, but as long as we're not shooting armored zombies and you're pretty close range, doing the extra additional damage with close range kills, these are really doing a ton of damage, and they feel very similar to the amps. Honestly, on round 75, I was starting to lose hope for these weapons, but I don't know. Around 85, they're doing a lot better than what I was expecting, and it's definitely a weapon that passes the round 85 test. You could easily train the entirety of round 85 shooting into this horde, go through it, which means you could do it all the way on round 100 and 1000 with no issues, as long as you're close range. You can see a massive distance with the amount of damage these do compared to far range and close range. Far range, we're not doing a ton of damage to the horde, but if you train a little bit more risky, get closer, you're going to be dropping them like it's absolutely nothing. Overall, I think the Akimbo amps are still a better weapon. These are very close though, which is pretty surprising because with the DPS numbers we have via Curtis Wolf, these actually do more damage per second than what the amps do, but I still think the amps kill quicker. The Akimbo amps do 104,000 damage per second, whereas these are doing 116,000 damage per second. The Diamattis are doing 12,000 more DPS, but even with that being said, I'd argue the amps are killing quicker. And you might think that sounds off. Wouldn't damage per second make it kill quicker? By the time you factor in perks like Deadshot and the fact that even if you're doing more damage, if there's leftover damage when you kill the zombies, that's not going to help you at all. So usually faster firing weapons kind of are preferred on higher round zombies. Even though technically they may be doing less DPS, it's just overall they help you kill a little bit quicker because you're not losing some damage. When the weapon does so much damage when you kill the zombie, if there's an extra, 10,000, 12,000 damage that you overkilled with it, that's damage that kind of doesn't help you kill the zombies faster. So when you're using a faster firing weapon, definitely helps you out. And at least on round 85, I think the amps are a faster killing weapon, even though they've got less damage than the Diamattis. They're very, very close though. Honestly, you can't go wrong either way. These Diamattis are still annihilating zombies on this round. And it's not just the Akimbo amps and the Diamattis. Pretty much all of the Akimbo pistols are top of the food chain right now when it comes to zombies. The only gun that's even really close to the Akimbo pistols is the M16. Other than that, the pistols have such a higher DPS than all the other weapons in the game. The next closest thing that's not the M16 is kind of the Groza and the Farah, but even still, they're like 40,000 less than the Akimbo pistols. If you can hit headshots while using Akimbo pistols, there's really no weapon in the game that really competes with these. I still want to test out the Magnums and the M1911s, but I think the amps are just going to be the best out of all of them. And that's not just because they shoot faster and allow you to kill zombies on a higher round. It's because they're full auto. It's a lot easier to train with a full auto weapon. It's a little bit tiring to use semi-autos and, burst fire weapons, especially if you're going through hundreds of rounds with them, because you're constantly pulling the trigger and you can be a little bit more accurate with a full auto weapon. And it's a little bit just smoother to use. Constantly pulling the trigger of this gets a little tedious. And obviously, if you use the Diamattis a lot, you'll get over that and it's not that big of a deal. But the amps, in my opinion, are just a smoother experience and they kill a little bit quicker on round 85 than what these Diamattis do. But either way, any Akimbo pistol you're using in the game right now is definitely an amazing weapon to use. They're all extremely powerful, and like I stated earlier, they're kind of top of the food chain right now. I mean, we've gone from around 85 to 87, pretty much not training at all, just poorly walking back and forth, talking to explain these pistols. That's 2 rounds on round 85, just chilling, spamming into zombies, walking backwards. That's all I've done, and it just coasted us through these rounds like it was absolutely nothing. And as stated in the beginning of the video, this is my class setup for the Diamattis. For the muzzle, I got the Flash Guard 9, the barrel is the Task Force barrel, the body is the SWAT 5mm laser sight, the magazine is the very bottom one, and then obviously for the stock we're running dual wheel. And this class setup worked very well for me, very good. And overall, I would highly recommend using this weapon. If I had to rate it, honestly, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. There's a few weapons that are better than it, but it is definitely in the top 5 weapons in the entire game at this point in time. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I have a full playlist linked below that shows every single Pack-a-Punch testing video we did. It's formatted the same. We take it all the way to around 85, kind of review it, see how good it is, and all that good stuff. Make sure you leave what weapon you want me to test next in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end, and I will see you guys next time. I want to take the last moment to thank anyone who's became a YouTube member or a Twitch sub, and an extra special thanks to those who have taken it above and beyond. We've got Chef, aka Chief, aka Classified. We've got the man whose name should be really easy to pronounce, Yamasta, and my friend with the most stable PS5 ever, DX2069. All of these people have become Unlock++ members on YouTube. Thank you guys so much, true homies.